Hello, folks. Richie Rich with the New England Football Edition. Well, folks, game one is in the books on a soggy night in Foxborough. Your New England Patriots fall to the Las Vegas Raiders 20-13. Now, in the game, it started out, it didn't look too good for the Patriots. It looked like they were going to get blown away as the Raiders took the opening drive down the field, ran and passed all over our defense. It ended up with a 26-yard touchdown pass from Geno Smith to Trey Tucker. But the team would settle down on defense. On the ensuing drive on offense, your Patriots couldn't get anything going on offense. They were 3 and out. Punting to the Raiders. Raiders would get the ball. They would look like they're putting an impressive drive together against your Patriots. However, Geno Smith throws what looked like a decent ball, but it was intercepted by Jalen Hawkins. The ball was intended for Brock Bowers, but Jalen Hawkins snags the ball out of the air, giving the Patriots team and defense some life. The Patriots would capitalize on that. They would march down the field, finally assembling a decent offense. Your quarterback still has that hot connection with wide receiver Keyshawn Boutte, but he would find Demario Douglas for a 2-yard touchdown pass, putting your team on the board, tying the score 7-7. The Patriots would add a field goal in the second quarter, and they would go into halftime leading 10-7. Folks, it looked good. Looked like we were actually going to pull out and win this game. I liked what I was seeing. They settled down, they focused, and they were playing good. It did seem, however, there was a couple drives. We tried to run the ball on 4th and short, and we came up short. Drive stalled. Or else, who knows, we could have been leading 14-7, 20-7. Third quarter would open up. We had the ball first. We started to drive, and then it happened again. Yes. Drake Maye threw an interception to the Raiders on a ball that was intended for Stephon Diggs. This is not even, I don't even know what to say. I was going to say this isn't funny. Every game it seems that your quarterback, your franchise quarterback, is making a bad decision. And again, another interception. The Raiders would go on to turn this interception into points as Ashton Genty would score on a 3-yard touchdown run, putting the Raiders up 14-10. The Raiders would add a couple field goals, extending their lead to 20-10. Your Patriots would go on and add a field goal itself, closing the gap to 20-13. Patriots fans, this is where the final score would be. 20-13 as your final. I had this as a win. It ends up being a loss. Patriots fans, are you worried about your team after what you saw on the field today? Couple intriguing nuggets. The second half, offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels would only call 3 rushing plays. Yes, 3 rushing plays in the whole second half. Where is the balance on offense? Where are they mixing up the runs with the passes? What happened to Ramondre Stevenson, rookie Trevion Henderson, and running back who seemed to not even touch the ball, but for a few plays, Antonio Gibson? Couple bright spots on the team. Wide receiver Keyshawn Boutte had a big game. Quarterback Drake Maye looked for the wide receiver early and often. Defensive end / linebacker Harold Landry, he had an awesome game today, folks. 2 sacks, many hurries, all over the field. He was your best player, I think, offense or defense. Harold Landry, you get Richie Rich's game ball. Before we move forward, I want to touch on some service announcements. Yes, our sponsor, Greco Honda of Johnston, Rhode Island, sponsor of New England Football Edition.com and New England Football Edition podcast. They want to share that they have extended their Labor Day promotional sales on all 2026 Honda HRVs. Folks, go down to Johnston, Rhode Island, Greco Honda. Go in and see Richard. Use promo code 8780 and get yourself a great Honda HRV as the fall peaks, back to school savings, college savings. You want to get your child, whether they're in high school or in college, a nice HRV. Go down and see Richard in sales and use promo code 8780. Now, back to the game. Couple things that stood out to me. The offensive line in the first half didn't look too bad, but when head coach of the Raiders, Pete Carroll, went into the locker room, made their adjustments, showed the offensive line struggled. 4th overall pick, offensive tackle, Will Campbell. He struggled too, going off sides on a few plays. He did recover a Drake Maye fumble, but he struggled. The line struggled. They couldn't seem to get anything going in the second half. The pass blocking was horrendous. There was no run blocking. I already said that they had only 3 running plays in the second half. That has to change moving forward if this team's going to have any success. The secondary, very sloppy play from the secondary. They gave up way too many passes to the tight ends. Brock Bowers, Michael Myers, old friend Jacoby Myers. He caught everything in sight. Not a great showing from the secondary for your New England Patriots. Penalties, stupid plays. I already said the interception. Drake Maye also had a fumble that was recovered by Will Campbell. He had another play that he ran to the left side of the field. That could have been a fumble. Your starting quarterback needs to protect the ball. He needs to play better. This is every game he plays, he turns the ball over. This is not what you want to see from your starting quarterback, your franchise quarterback. I am starting to begin to wonder, is Drake Maye an average quarterback or is he the franchise quarterback? He needs to clean up his silly mistakes. Moving forward, the team's got to get better in every aspect. Now, I know the team was without all-pro cornerback Christian Gonzalez as he was hurt. Did cutting safety Jabril Peppers do anything to hurt this defense? Was that a good move by head coach Mike Vrabel? I don't think so. I think having Peppers out there would have helped, especially with Gonzo not being there. Team's got to improve moving forward, guys. Now, looking ahead, next week in Miami, the Patriots travel to Miami. They've struggled in the heat in Miami to the Dolphins. But, folks, this to me looks like a must-win game. Yes, it looks like a must-win game week 2. You cannot go into the season 0-2 and look to make the playoffs. They need to go 1-1. They need to beat the Dolphins. Now, I had them beating the Raiders and losing to the Dolphins. So if they can flip-flop both games and go 1-1 moving into the third game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, they'll still be in good shape. One more service announcement. Yes, Greco Honda is also sponsoring the channel. You want to get your high school son or daughter a nice little car, or your college student a nice little car, you want to go down to Greco Honda in Johnston. Ask for Justin. Use promo code 8780 and get your son or daughter into a nice Elantra at a low monthly payment. Folks, Greco Honda and Honda's sponsoring the channel, and they have a lot of great deals going on. Whether you choose to get an HRV or an Elantra, step it up, get a CRV or a Santa Fe for your child, or maybe not even your child. You might even get one for yourself. Folks, yes, your parents, and you can get your vehicle too. A lot of great savings down there at Greco Honda and Honda of Johnston, Rhode Island. Now, I want to wrap up the show by saying I want to thank everybody for coming to this channel and supporting this channel for a little under a year now. We also have our webpage, NewEnglandFootballEdition.com. Please go check the webpage. I have a game recap that's going to be hitting tonight as well as this podcast. We have a lot of great things. We have a lot of great promotions for advertisements. Go on there, advertise for your company at a nice, inexpensive rate, and support the channel. After all, You're all New England Patriot fans, so why don't you get your business out there, support the channel, advertise on our channel, on our website, inexpensively. Please like the videos below, support the channel, share the channel. This is Richie Rich with the New England Football Edition and NewEnglandFootballEdition.com. Thank you very much. Richie Rich, over and out.